In the sun-drenched savannas of Africa, a kingdom rejoiced. Atop Pride Rock, King Mufasa and Queen Sarabi presented their newborn son, Simba, to the gathered animals. A cheer rose from the crowd as Rafiki, the wise old mandrill, anointed the future king. It was a golden age for the Pride Lands, a time of balance and prosperity under a just ruler. But where there is light, shadows often lurk. In the darkest corners of Pride Rock lived Scar, Mufasa's bitter and power-hungry brother. He watched the ceremony with seething jealousy, his heart consumed by a desire for the throne he felt was rightfully his. As Simba grew, he was a curious and adventurous cub, eager to prove his bravery. His father, Mufasa, was a patient teacher, showing him the vast kingdom he would one day rule. He taught Simba about the delicate balance of the circle of life, explaining how every creature, from the crawling ant to the leaping antelope, has a role to play. Simba listened, but his youthful arrogance often got the better of him. Egged on by his cunning Uncle Scar, Simba and his best friend, Nala, ventured into the forbidden elephant graveyard, a desolate place where hyenas roamed. They were ambushed by Scar's cackling minions, Shenzi, Banzai, and Ed. Just as they were cornered, Mufasa appeared, his roar echoing like thunder. He fought off the hyenas, saving the cubs, but was deeply disappointed in Simba's disobedience. Seeing his first plan fail, Scar devised a far more sinister plot. He lured Simba into a narrow gorge, promising a surprise from his father. Then he signaled the hyenas to trigger a massive wildebeest stampede, trapping the small cub. Mufasa, alerted by Scar, raced to the rescue. With incredible strength, he managed to toss Simba to safety on a ledge. But as he tried to climb out himself, clinging desperately to the cliff face, he saw Scar above him. "Brother, help me," he pleaded. Scar looked down, his eyes cold and devoid of pity. "Long live the king," he sneered, digging his claws into Mufasa's paws and flinging him into the churning herd below. Simba watched in horror as his father disappeared. Scar found the grieving cub and masterfully twisted the tragedy, convincing Simba that the king's death was his fault. "Run away, Simba," he hissed. "Run away and never return." Filled with shame and despair, Simba fled into the desert, leaving Scar to seize the throne. The hyenas were sent to finish him off, but Simba escaped, collapsing from exhaustion under the harsh sun. He was found by an unlikely duo, Timon, a wisecracking meerkat, and Pumbaa, a kind-hearted warthog. They took the young lion in and taught him their philosophy, Hakuna Matata, which means no worries. For years, Simba lived a carefree life in the jungle, forgetting his past and his responsibilities. Meanwhile, the Pride Lands withered under Scar's tyrannical rule. The hyenas ran rampant, the herds moved on, and the land turned to dust and bone. One day, a desperate and starving Nala, now a grown lioness, ventured far from home in search of food. She stumbled into Simba's jungle paradise and was stunned to find her childhood friend alive. She told him of the devastation back home and urged him to return and take his rightful place as king. But Simba, still haunted by guilt, refused. "You can't change the past," he said bitterly. Just as Simba was about to turn his back on his destiny forever, he encountered Rafiki. The wise mandrill led him to a pool of water and told him to look at his reflection. At first, Simba saw only himself, but then the image shifted into the powerful face of his father. The spirit of Mufasa appeared in the stars, his voice booming across the night sky. "You have forgotten who you are," he said. "Remember who you are my son and the one true king." The words ignited a fire in Simba's heart. The guilt was replaced by a sense of purpose. He knew what he had to do. With Nala, Timon, and Pumbaa by his side, Simba returned to the desolate Pride Lands. He confronted Scar, who was shocked to see him alive. Scar tried to manipulate the pride by once again blaming Simba for Mufasa's death. But in his arrogance, Scar let the truth slip, boasting about how he killed Mufasa. Enraged, Simba lunged, and a ferocious battle erupted. The lionesses fought the hyenas, and Simba cornered Scar atop a flame-engulfed Pride Rock. After a final desperate struggle, Scar was defeated and thrown to his former hyena allies, who, feeling betrayed, turned on him. As rain began to fall, washing away the years of drought and decay, Simba ascended Pride Rock. He let out a mighty roar that echoed across the savannah, signaling the return of the true king. The land began to heal, and life returned. In time, Simba and Nala had a cub of their own, and the kingdom gathered once more to witness Rafiki present the new heir. The circle of life continued, restored and unbroken. Thank you so much for watching this journey through one of the greatest stories ever told. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into your favorite films. See you next time.